In the last episode, Damon finally had a change of heart.
Yeah. I've been convinced to go after Medjet, alright?
So now we wait for contact from Ali Futaba. Until then, it's business as usual. We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator!
And I'm We Squared.
That treasure's still mine, darn it. I won't let anybody have it!
Let me just open my app and...
Optics!
Damon Optics News Center. Why haven't the Phantom Thieves said anything? It's only been a day.
Having your money stolen sounds terrifying.
It's unsettling not knowing what they're going to do to us.
They're declaring their victory. What does that mean?
I really wish they'd stop that.
So turns out threatening everybody in the whole world who expresses support of the Phantom Thieves, sure enough, is sufficient to get me to overcome any objections I have about using them as a target.
Well, now, to be fair, that is quite a significant thing, so you shouldn't feel too bad.
No, you're right. That is extremely significant. What you're telling me is I have spent how many episodes now complaining about Ryuji texting in class?
Too many to count.
And so now, the way that we are contacted by Alibaba is... she's texting me in class! Hey, your phone's buzzing.
Well, this might be a free time event.
Like usual.
Did Alibaba message you? Haha! Betrayal of expectations!
It is Ryuji after all!
Nothing? Let me know ASAP if he tries to get in touch with you, okay?
I promise I will, but we're in class! For the love of God, we're in class! Just stop texting!
I like how you called it, then uncalled it. You were right on both accounts, Damon!
Ryuji, again. He just never shuts up, does he?
Good day. You know who this is?
Good day to you, too.
Ah, you responded today.
I would note that Alibaba has not yet threatened us.
That's true.
Though she'll be able to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's probably going to be the impetus for the first deadline, but then,
and then it'll change.
Yeah, something will happen as she gets involved.
Once again, I am Alibaba. You are the leader of the Phantom Thieves, correct? There's no point denying it.
Yes. I mean...
I appreciate your honesty. I take it you've received the calling card.
Now, what do I have to do? Like, put water on it and then hold it up to a certain color of light?
That's so old tech.
You're right. So it really was from this guy.
Are you at school right now?
You know dang well I'm at school. You probably even know whose class I'm in. That's probably why you decided to always text during school, because I always pick up.
God, that's true!
Yeah, I'm in class.
You're a surprisingly diligent student.
Did you expect me to skip?
Now then, I have prepared the calling card for you. When are you going to steal it?
That isn't how it works.
I know, I should know that.
Steal from... No...
What are you talking about?
Yeah! I know you have access to a lot of this information. You know you've done it all wrong.
Stealing a heart, of course. Aren't you able to steal a heart as long as you have a calling card?
You have had access to all of our phones, and that's what you came up with?
It's possible she might not have gone back far enough.
You'd think that if she was going to seriously try and dox the Phantom Thieves and make it far enough that is actually a real possibility, that she would have used all the info. But no, I guess you're right. She hasn't quite put it all together, apparently.
Hey.
Tell him.
Yeah, you gotta... Yeah.
We need the name of the target. Remember, when we were being threatened by Makoto, you didn't bother telling her how it worked, and it would have saved us a lot of trouble. You gotta get around to it eventually. I need a name.
A name? Is your heart thievery truly impossible without such information?
Yes!
I see. I suppose past calling cards did have names on them.
The card itself is a symbol that's supposed to bring up their,
Cognition. Defenses.
like their awareness of the Phantom Thieves in order to enable the treasure to manifest. That was just a blank card.
Yeah.
and you send it to us. They have to get the card. You don't give the card to the thieves.
The card isn't what's special.
One moment. Very well, I'll tell you. Dots.
His name is Dots.
I believe their name was Futaba Sakura.
What?
So you're asking me to steal your own heart?
Maybe it's not her, but it seems like it is.
If you fail in this mission, I will expose your identity to the world and to the police.
Or she's doing this as a test.
Either a test or she's serious.
Huh.
Like, punish me, cleanse me. Something like that, perhaps.
Yeah. How interesting.
We know for a fact. Now, the thing is we were assuming that it was going to be Futaba saying go after the rest of Medjed or something like that. But maybe Futaba has been acting as Medjed the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible that the only member of Medjed is Futaba, though I doubt that.
Right.
We have like zero information. That's nothing but speculation. But that's pretty fascinating.
Like some aspect of her is aware of the distortion?
Yeah.
And is asking for help.
Well, I think that most people would be aware of their own personality starting to get warped, but I suppose not. But
it's also possible they wouldn't care.
Well, that's what's probably pretty likely. Sociopaths, they tend to know that not everything is right.
Right.
It's just they embrace it.
Yeah.
So she obviously has enough of a strong conscience.
Yeah, there we go.
It's also possible she has no distortion and has no palace.
That's true.
I mean, we'll see.
We'll
but
find out.
We know for a fact that it's Futaba who has all their information.
Yeah.
So...
Well then, I'll be counting on you. We shall speak again after the change of heart.
We kind of need something else, actually, but...
No, you should say wait, because you need more information.
Wait!
Darn it!
We can probably mess around to find the keyword. It's always worked before.
That's true!
Up again, I can't find the account to send a response to. All I get back is an error message. If there was somebody among us who is extremely technically proficient, such as Futaba Sakura, then we would be able to use the fact that I was able to actually respond a few times to follow up and get more information. But...
She just deleted the account when she was done.
Shut up!
Real?
So, he just threatened you and then took off.
Did he give us a time limit? I don't remember.
No.
Oh.
And Sakura, I feel like I've heard that name before. In any case, we should let everyone know about this. Maybe because it's not an uncommon name?
That's what I was thinking, I mean...
And neither is Futaba?
We're gonna get reported if we don't do this? What the hell?
You should be used to being threatened by now, Ryuji.
Okay. Thinking about it again, that might have been an overreaction. Mm-hmm. She can't be the entirety of Medjed.
Like, they're far too active for just one person to be responsible for it?
Yeah. Part of what I was thinking about with this was that if Medjed already threatened everybody else, if it is just Futaba acting to do that, it could be not that Medjed is threatening anybody at all.
Right.
But that she is just doing it to get the thieves to come after her. What are some other reasons that she might want the thieves to go after her?
Maybe she wants the courage to stand up to Medjed.
I mean, possibly. Well, this would just be too idle at this point. We'll keep going.
Futaba Sakura? Wasn't Sakura?
The name of a flower? Yeah.
It's Boss's last name.
What? You're right!
That hadn't... it hadn't occurred to me, but yes, I suppose his name is Sojiro Sakura, isn't it?
Huh.
And we know absolutely nothing about his past.
He got a phone call and he was talking about a printer.
Oh! Wow, we completely missed that.
Woo!
Wait a minute, what do you mean, missed? How would we ever have assumed that a character's name was what their name was? So we didn't miss it, but...
That's true. We didn't put it together immediately is the only thing.
When we just heard the Sakura part.
Yeah.
Does he have any family?
Oh!
I guess.
I don't know nothing about him because we don't spend much time with him.
We're kind of ignoring him.
For reals? How laid back are you?
The most laid back.
He doesn't really bug me about anything either.
Right?
Though come to think of it, I guess he's nicer to me than I am to him. I mean, like, Jiro does whatever work he wants him to, with more complaints than I like, but he doesn't really ask very much of Jiro.
Right.
Wouldn't you normally be introduced at least? I mean, you are living at his place.
I'm living at his restaurant. I'm not living at his house.
Yeah, his house is down the street. Well, a couple streets over.
Well, his situation does make things difficult.
And he never wanted to talk about it, so...
Yeah.
Calling card was delivered to Boss's house. It'd be more natural to assume this is all related.
Easiest calling card ever. Just like walk out and put it in the mailbox.
There is no way she is living in Sakura's home.
Maybe, I don't know.
What if she was this whole time? Talk about out of nowhere. Though, I mean, she's clearly locked up in her own heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut in, like you said.
Hikomori, I think is the Japanese term.
So, not quite, but don't worry about it.
One of the reasons for that is because Alibaba mentioned nothing about which Futaba Sakura.
Oh.
Perhaps he thinks that the name alone is enough.
Isn't it, though?
I guess so, yeah.
That makes sense.
But if it is a common name...
I mean, at the very least, it's not going to be a name that you would hear and think is, like, wildly unusual.
That's true. Okay, it might just be in the
I
context.
believe it's adequate for us to think that this is the doing of someone close by.
Oh, thank God you're with us, Makoto.
I see.
Well, the only problem with what Makoto just said is that Alibaba didn't know that a name was required and wasn't specified to give something other than a name. So Alibaba gave the name.
Right.
And nothing else was said of it. Is it like, I mean, let's say, just to use like English names, if it was John Smith.
Oh God.
But I mean, wouldn't having like John Smith and the keyword be enough? How many John Smiths with palaces and the same keyword are there gonna be?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know how Alibaba got a hold of his smartphone information. However, since he's ordering us through chat, I do feel as though he's taunting us.
Well, none of you have the technical know-how to backmouth or something, you know?
You mean this might just be a prank?
Backmouth?
I meant to say like backchat or badmouth, but the words kind of fuse together.
Backmouth?
Yes, backmouth!
Backchat?
Shut up!
You did say backchat.
Backchat. Anyway.
Shut up! Backmouth.
I mean, look at his demands.
There's a Japanese ghost with a mouth on the back of its head.
Okay.
Pay me if you don't want me to leak who you really are. That I'd understand. But he's telling us to steal someone's heart without explaining why.
Yeah, we have to know what they're guilty of.
Right.
Also, like, we can figure out the palace word, I guess. No, they still had context for all the other targets.
Right, they had enough context to be able to know, and we either have to wait for Alibaba to contact again to get more information, or...
they can figure out that he's just reading their texts and text it.
Well, the thing is we had said that, and I was super proud of it. But right there, Alibaba just proved that they didn't really know what was going on.
That's true.
Also, I guess it's not impossible we'd be able to figure out enough information for the palace, like in terms of what they're guilty of, but that's assuming that all the Medjed stuff is true and that we're going after somebody guilty of the Medjed stuff.
Yeah.
Because without that, we're still stuck.
That's true.
So we're being tested.
Yeah, this has only happened, the last time we hit a palace, right?
Regardless, I think we should ask Boss about Futaba Sakura once.
Okay, he's not going to be happy to hear this.
That's probably for the best. There's nothing else we can do at the moment, and Chief might have an idea on what this is about, too.
I'll check the school's roster just in case.
He might be pretty protective, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's extremely protective. At heart, he's clearly a really good guy. And we do want to get some time to him. It's just, we'll get there when we can. If we can for this playthrough, who knows. But he said a lot of grumpy, grousey, like, Oji-san, middle-aged man stuff to Jiro. But the whole time, he has been nothing but supportive.
Yeah.
He's given him some lip, but when Jiro didn't actually cause any problems and is doing well at school, then, and making friends, it's like, okay, this seems good. This is more why I took you in the first place, is because I was assuming it was just a problem kid that maybe not. So although he's really secretive about everything, one would assume that if he were to extend the type of attitude that he does to Jiro, that it would be how much stronger if it was his own daughter.
Or niece, or whatever the connection
That may be how Persona 4...
You're right.
That may be more realistic, though.
You must make sure Boss doesn't figure out who we are. We'll have to go about this cautiously.
What, are you going to put like a paper bag on your head, walk up and be like, yes, tell me about Futaba Sakura. I know it's you.
It just a random idea popped in my mind.
Right? Go on.
What if Sojiro has something to do with the palace?
Huh. Okay.
Or, I mean, this isn't Persona 4 where all the party members have a palace. Would we really be going after Futaba's palace? Wouldn't that... Like, that would make sense, except the previous game in the series, it was only that.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that make sense that we are not going after Futaba's palace, but an appropriate Sakura's palace?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to assume that that would be the case, but what if it's a Sojiro palace, perhaps?
Huh. He doesn't seem the type to have a palace, but then again, it's not always obvious, now is it?
Well, it's like some of our commenters have said, like you've told us, not everybody with a distortion is necessarily evil.
That's true.
What's up?
I mean, the people we've seen so far are.
But like you said, this is the time in which to switch things up.
Yeah, we're at the point in the narrative where things need to be different. Dude, you smoke inside?
We've seen him do that.
I better not ask it that way, but I don't like this option.
Right?
Maybe you should, like, be a little more tactful.
I
want to meet So, I heard this funny name, Chief. Maybe you know something about it?
Please don't get angry.
Futaba Sakura? Please don't kill me?
Why do you know about that?
I don't! That's why I'm asking!
Yeah. Please don't hurt me.
He clearly doesn't want to talk about that at all.
It's got nothing to do with you.
I disagree.
I'm going home. Make sure you lock up the place.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Looks like it's a hit.
Didn't seem like he was exceptionally hostile to you, though, so that's a good thing?
Right, what it seemed like to me is we're not talking about this. Business as usual. End of story,
yeah.
Alright?
But there must be a reason you can go to his house. Because his house is in the back streets.
Right. It's just that other than the very beginning of the game, you have no reason to ever go there. It's never mentioned, and you can't go in. You just walk up, and Morgana's like, oh, what a normal-looking house.
Right.
Oh, I just remembered. Jiro, were you able to ask Boss about Futaba Sakura?
Yes, he almost killed me.
I tried. So, no results. Could there be a reason as to why that was? Or was it simply a random happenstance? That doesn't even make sense. Of course there's a reason.
Alibaba might be our only hope of defeating Medjed. I wish we could get some info about Futaba out of Boss.
Info?
Shut up.
Is that like backmouth?
Hush you.
But trying to force it out would probably have the opposite effect. To be honest, I owe a great deal to both Boss and Jiro. I don't wish for this to be a source of discord between them.
Yeah, I know just what you mean. It's probably best to wait for Boss to bring up the subject up himself. Up.
Backmouth!
That's just gonna be a thing now, isn't it?
Backmouth! Don't give me any backmouth, kid!
Hashtag backmouth.
When you're facing me, then you talk with your front mouth. When you're facing away, you talk with your back mouth. I'll shut up. Ah, what an incredibly productive day today has been. First there was Medjed, then Alibaba, and now Futaba Sakura. We don't have any info on any of them. What in the world's going on?
Yo.
Tomorrow's the end of the first semester, but we still got all this lame shit coming up.
Oh, yeah? If you don't take care of this lame shit, you can kiss your summer vacation goodbye. Be a better student.
Oh yeah, about this Futaba Sakura girl. If she's related to Boss, think people living nearby would know about her?
I guess we can't just go barge into his house, huh?
Wow.
That's some keen intuition coming from you.
My name's Ryuji.
You should have made use of that on your... meow.
Must be hard to talk as a cat. Maybe you should do less of it. Ugh, I never want to think about exams ever again. Anyway, asking around in your neighborhood might be the fastest way to figure this shit out.
Get your back mouth out of here.
Look, backchat is a British term and it means to backtalk or banter. Shut up. Then again, I doubt it'll be that easy. It never is.
What the heck was that?
I don't even know. Summer vacation starts the day after tomorrow, but don't forget, there's an urgent assembly on Monday.
Oh, I forgot
we'll
about that.
We'll be taking attendance. There's been an unusual number of strange incidents this year. Don't do anything stupid over break. Got it? Don't go someplace shady like the red light district, looking at you, Mishima. And don't go to the beach after dark.
What happens at the beach after dark?
You don't want to know.
I want to go to the beach. I want to jump in some cold water.
You do?
I want to watch Lady On in a swimsuit.
There we go.
Seems like we won't be having fun on our summer break for a while, even though it's probably only like a 2-hour assembly. I don't have summer break. I don't have to go to a 2-hour assembly. I don't have class. I'm a cat!
Well, he's not wrong. I mean, he does have to go to class with Jiro, someone.
The back mouth is strong within us. We don't know anything right now. Well, Ryuji might be right. We don't have a single clue. May as well try. We've got nothing to lose. Let's head to Yongen and gather info around the neighborhood.
Maybe the drunken South will have something. I'm Futaba's mother!
You are?
That's why I don't want to talk about it.
Sir, are you all right? You appear to be in a daze, or so says that little bar.
Is that you, Santa Claus? Futaba. Yes, I know that name. Heard it somewhere before. It's the name of my very first love. My teacher back when I was in elementary school. I guess it is a common name.
Meow.
A vintage game console.
Give it to me now!
Could I actually sell it if I threw in some games?
You have the games?
I'm not really sure anyone would buy a game console that's this old, though. I'm sorry, I'm salivating at the mouth at the thought.
I still have an NES right by... Well, it's not hooked up, but there's actually a game in it.
No, we need to buy the game console!
Hey, if they won't sell me any canned drinks from a vending machine or cigarettes, then I'm not going to be able to buy a game console.
Well, then you're never going to buy a game console. Because you're never going to buy cigarettes.
I guess you're right. Futaba? Who knows? By the way, do you eat a lot?
Are you saying I look fat, sir?
Hey! I'm a teenager. That means I consume 18,000 calories per day if given the chance. Well, if it's just you and him, then you've been eating enough for 2, right? You must have quite the appetite. What? You're telling me you don't actually eat that much? What? What is he talking about?
Oh! It's Futaba. He's buying food for you, him, and Futaba.
Is he hiding her in his house?
I called it! Wahahahaha!
Let's see if he says something different. What? Well, whenever Boss buys food, it's enough to feed 3 people. Victory for Billy!
Yes!
Is he embarrassed of her? Is he upset that she's a shut-in? Is she so shut in that nobody here even knows of her existence and he just feeds her, like by sliding trays under the door?
Futaba? Who's that? I don't think I know anybody by that name. But wouldn't this Futaba get angry if they find out you're snooping on them, though?
I suppose that's true. This Futaba probably would get angry.
The delivery guy. Surely he'd know.
Are you still trying to deliver something to this house? Are you here like every day delivering something to this house?
Futaba? Nope, don't know anyone like that. I come to Sakura-san's often to make deliveries, but I've never seen who you're talking about.
So what's he order, or rather who's it from? Well, up until now, our biggest lead seems to be Boss buys a lot of food. Far more than enough for one person living alone. Let's check out all the shops where you can buy food.
You want to sign for this Feather Rangers action set?
Yes! Supermarket seems like a good start.
Hey!
This place is close to LeBlanc, so we might be able to learn something here.
Oh no, boss never buys here.
Hey there, welcome! Futaba! Over at Sakura-san's? What the heck are you talking about? I don't know, sorry!
Who the hell am I fighting?
Who the hell am I fighting, and come again?
That doesn't look like it'll work.
Yeah. Well, I guess our only option now is to go home and ask the chief directly.
'Cause that worked so well last time.
Well...
Hey, boss. Oh.
Well...
You read the letter, did you not?
So I guess she's here for... she's a prosecutor.
Right.
So that would mean that in order to have a prosecutor be talking to him about something related to custody or whatever, then he must actually be being charged.
Or, like, they want to just make sure he's taking care of her properly?
No. You skipped a step in your thinking. I jumped past that just because Sai is a public prosecutor.
Right.
She's a prosecutor, not like some gopher lawyer.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
If she's actually gone here, this is like the third time that we've caught her here.
Yeah.
So that means he must actually be, like, if not under police investigation, like he's being served in some way.
Yeah.
Like he's being charged and prosecuted.
Right, okay.
Though it would be weird for the prosecutor to show up in person, I would think.
Well, this is the kind of...
So you're the one who tipped him off about Futaba.
So that is the kind of person she is, though. Like,
possibly.
Hands-on.
Yeah, that's very possible. And, again, we just got that line right there.
You really shouldn't have done that. I have no intention of talking to you about Wakaba.
Wakaba?
Tipped off? What are you talking about?
Nothing?
Back to the matter at hand.
In this case, she didn't do any tipping off.
Right.
Your parental authority will have to be suspended. I take it you're okay with that outcome?
Right.
Oh, no.
Well, it just seemed pretty obvious that that's where it was going.
What?
Considering the state of your daughter and your family overall, there are no points in your favor.
So it is his daughter.
Okay, that's good to know specifically.
So Wakaba is probably the her mentioned by that guy in his confidant link.
Yeah, that must be it. Since he never got married, I almost was gonna say something earlier about Futaba being like illegitimate, but it turns out that really was the case. So I should have mentioned it. I would have looked good. Now the question is he losing his rights here because of something that his family did? What does he have to do with it? It's like, is he a victim of, like, the corrupt system is what I'm getting at.
Probably.
But it's true that we know literally nothing about him.
We just haven't had the time to hang out with him.
Would you like to take this to domestic court? Our chances of victory are roughly 99.9% though.
Ouch.
With these suspicions of abuse, there's no way you could avoid having your custody revoked.
Abuse?
Suspicions of abuse.
Well, that would mean that Futaba is being abused then.
Well, we don't know where these suspicions or allegations are coming from.
You're right. We just know nothing.
You're going that far? I told you I don't know a damn thing about it!
Yeah, he's clearly being framed for something. I can't imagine that someone with his personality would be abusive to a family
and not to you.
Yeah, it's
like you'd be the perfect target for his abuse.
It's like, even if he wasn't, he wouldn't... He offered to take Jito in. Why would he do that? And he's been nothing but kind to him and hasn't made him... he's given him lip, but... Like, don't you think he should? He's kind of like the authority figure here.
It's possible that someone on Futaba's mother's side of the family wants her for some reason, and so is making up these charges so they could get custody.
It's like, why would he have... Now, okay, if Sojiro does have custody of Futaba, which seems to be what they hinted at before with, like, the eats enough for 3 people thing...
Yeah.
Then keeping her hidden away, not having her go to school... I mean,
she might be really smart and be homeschooled or something along those lines.
I don't know how... Well, I mean...
I understand she's younger than us.
Oh, the thing is, I don't know how that works in Japan. I can speak about it in the U.S.
I see.
I mean, I understand that high school isn't required, but it's like nobody knows about her. Like that could be what this is about. Like you're keeping her away. Also, how did he get custody over like the woman?
Wakaba.
Yeah, that means that he must have fought for that custody, because without some sort of fighting for it or evidence that
he'd be a better parent,
then by default the custody would have gone to Futaba's mother, Wakaba. So the fact that Sojiro got the custody means that there was some reason that he should get the custody.
Well, it's possible Wakaba died or something like that.
That's very possible.
We don't know.
But right. But then why would he be hiding her away like this? I don't think
he is hiding her away. She's a shut-in.
We assume.
Well, she had her own mini fridge. She had all this other... Well, okay, I guess it could be him trying to hide her away, but...
Well, I mean, he wouldn't be hiding her away if he was just like, yeah, I've got a daughter a little younger than you. She's a shut-in, too. And just, like, grumbling about it. But instead you bring up Futaba and he's like, we ain't talking about it. The end.
Right.
Just all these things that we should be curious about.
He could be overprotective.
Like way too overprotective.
Like way overprotective.
And maybe Futaba wants to be saved either from herself, from the influence of Medjed, or from him?
Yeah.
Like, could it be that actually these accusations might be true?
Yeah.
And
like to a degree, not the kind we're thinking of.
Like
but
going off of defining quote unquote abuse as shutting her in and hiding her from like keeping
that is kind of
life.
Abuse.
Yeah, that's how I'm defining abuse here in this hypothetical that we're thinking of.
But Sai did say suspicions of abuse.
Well, yeah, but
so it's kind of either way until we know for sure.
Well, I mean, he's being prosecuted though.
Well, that's true.
So I mean, you know, it's like like when you watch Cops, they're like all suspects are innocent until proven guilty. That's so of course it's suspicious.
Right. I gotcha.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying with that. Like, it would make sense for a prosecutor to use precise legal language, but if that hypothetical is true, which it's just speculation, if that is true, then it could be that is the distortion. And we've got to like go to Sojiro to save his daughter from himself and to save himself from himself.
Wow.
Speculation.
That would be really interesting.
We're extremely serious about this. As long as there's a possibility that cognitive science can be linked to psychotic breakdowns.
What?
Science with a P?
Like psychic?
Yeah.
Science? What does that have to do with this? What's going on?
Well, I mean, I suppose Futaba is obviously some sort of super genius or whatnot.
Fine. I yield.
Thank you. I will contact you at a later date.
Jeez.
And it's like, it kind of seems to me that what he wanted to do was protect her.
I doubt you'll find anything you want to hear, though.
That's fine. It will be up to us to decide whether the information you give us is useful or not.
Now, it also could be that he knows that Futaba is part of Medjed, and some of that might be his fault because he's let her stay so shut in, and he wants to protect her from getting into trouble herself because she's Medjed.
True, but I'm still kind of interested in that cognitive science.
Oh no, that's obviously extremely important.
Super suspicious.
It's just we can't speculate on that because we have even less information than trying to come up with human motives and how they might interact.
Yeah.
Next time I come here, it will just be for a nice cup of coffee.
I'll poison it.
And you know that, like, Saya isn't being hostile about this?
No, but she did threaten him, legally speaking.
Well, I mean, yes, but it's like normally when you serve someone, it's not like a positive experience.
Yeah.
No words, huh?
And stay out!
I guess all this time that Sai was here, you know, I remember the first time we saw her here, I was like, she's after Jiro!
Yeah,
I guess the whole time she was trying to
get Futaba.
Follow up on this.
That woman is real good at pissing people off.
I have noticed this!
What's with that look? You got something to say?
Yeah, actually. Oh. Not quite the responses I was...
What? You're not gonna get anything by like, alright, it's time to spill the beans!
Well, no, I know
understand
that,
but... And, you know, it's like, thinking about it like this, why is Sojiro tied to so many strange criminals? Because he is!
You're right!
You're not gonna answer me, but custody?
This doesn't involve you.
You are really tight-lipped, sir.
I really feel like you should talk about it.
Is Futaba your daughter?
That's enough.
No.
Just behave yourself and keep going to school if you don't want me to throw you out of here.
We need to talk about this.
Oh, been a while.
You got that?
But I guess he's angry, so it makes sense that he resorts to threats.
Yeah.
No, this is not a good situation here, sir.
Lock the store up.
What if I said I could help you? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
The existence of this Futaba is for certain. She may be in some kind of bad situation, though.
A lot of details that could be very bad.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. We just don't know.
More so, our conjecture that Alibaba is connected to LeBlanc seems to have a pretty solid foundation. Oh, and didn't they mention cognitive something?
That sounds important.
Yeah, cognitive science is obviously very, very important. I'm getting more flashbacks to Persona 1, but...
I wonder what the Chief's hiding. We can't really press him on the subject, though. Especially after he mentioned throwing you out.
We'll have to sneak into his house. Then we totally won't get thrown out.
Man, we have been trying to not involve Sojiro and LeBlanc this whole time,
well,
but...
Now that they are involved, we have to do what we can to save them.
I don't know how comfortable I feel sleeping up here. Gee, I wonder if we're gonna get to visit Yoshida on Sunday.
Right?
Ah, we've had enough confidants!
So cognitive science and mental shutdown phenomena. It seemed like that statement seemed to say that they were concerned Futaba might suffer a mental shutdown phenomena. Right?
Or perhaps that she already has suffered one, which is why she's kept away and why she's potentially being protected by Sojiro.
Yeah, but...
I mean, people don't necessarily die when they have one of these.
That's correct. However, who does Sai work for?
The SIU director.
Who's looking for what?
Prospects for presumably this cognitive science thing now that it's come up.
And we've seen that Futaba is probably really smart because she wouldn't be a hacker character otherwise.
Right, but she's not going to be some sort of psychic. Why would they introduce something like that outside of like the fortune-telling stuff? Look, I don't quite get it. Right. But, I mean, we do know it's also related to the metaverse.
Yes. So I'm just wondering how much Sojiro might know about this sort of thing, you know? Because if he's trying to protect her from the SIU director...
I'm not so sure that he knows that he would be protecting her from the SIU director, nor do I think that a public prosecutor is going to be working...
That's... okay, yeah.
...working under official sanctioned...
A woman was threatening boss?
Official sanctioned business like that.
Okay, alright, that makes sense.
It's like, it's not organized crime, but it's actually like an arm of the state. So if they were going to be acting in like that type of capacity... And we know the SIU director is doing this, but getting Saya involved, I mean, doesn't that seem like she would just start to press charges against him?
Yeah, unless he phrased it some way that she didn't realize what she's doing, you know?
I have a hard time buying
No, I agree with your line of logic. I just wanted to throw that out there because it seemed...
Don't give me no back mouth, kid!
Boy!
Yeah, She was going on about domestic abuse and taking the case to court and stuff.
Oh,
What's up?
it's nothing. So to summarize what you told us, Futaba is Boss's daughter, and he's abusing her?
In some way?
Maybe?
I kind of don't think so, but it's really complicated and we can only go off of the information we have.
I don't know him very well. Is he really the kind of person who would do that?
No.
No.
Not that we know. No.
There's no way.
There's no way.
I would like to believe so as well, but we don't have any conclusive evidence, do we?
We don't have any evidence he is abusing her.
Well, the thing... That's not true. We do have evidence that suggests
There's allegations.
You understand, he is actually involved in a legal battle with this accusation, and the prosecutor said that he has like a 99.9% chance of losing this case, as opposed to nothing. Nobody in the area knows about her. From talking to all these people, everyone's like, what's a Futaba? And isn't it weird how much food that Sakura buys?
Right.
And it's something that he like flipped his lid and he was like, how did he know about that? You're not supposed to know anything about that. There is proof. There is.
I just don't want to believe.
It's documented. And we have nothing that actually exonerates him.
That's true. I just don't want to believe it.
Is it Alibaba?
I've given you a calling card and told you the target's name. You should be ready for this. Why aren't you doing it? I told you I'd help if you'd stole her heart. What seems to be the holdup? I also said I'd report your identity to the police if you didn't help me. Are you okay with that? I'm serious here.
What a selfish person.
Right?
Well, he does have information on us.
Anyways, this Futaba he's talking about have a palace? If so, we'll need keywords to get in.
I love how Ryuji actually brings up the technical stuff.
Yeah.
Why is it that everybody from Makoto to Futaba actually assumes that the thieves can just instantly accomplish everything that they're supposed to do?
Try messaging him about him.
Because they're pretty good at keeping that stuff under wraps, except for Ryuji and his megaphone.
And, smartphones, text logs.
Yeah, throw that out. Throw that out.
So does she have a palace?
Palace?
I bet if I said this to the SIU director, he'd know the answer. Though, I don't know that. Jiro doesn't know that.
What are you talking about palaces for? That has nothing to do with this conversation.
You don't know how we operate. It's not that these are our methods that we have to use because we choose to for our beautiful thievery aesthetics. It's that we... Why do you keep looking at me with these weird faces?
That was pretty awesome.
But it's that we have to have this. This is how it works. We don't just snap our fingers, but you don't know anything about that, do you?
Are you just saying random stuff to dodge the issue?
You're trying to coerce us into doing something supernatural, and then you're balking when we start asking for supernatural details?
What are we supposed to do about this?
He might not think it's supernatural.
We'd be able to figure out Alibaba's identity if we could just meet with him. Try asking him if there's any way we could meet up.
Yeah, she'll agree to that.
Let's meet somewhere. You'll do that, right?
Meet with me? That will be difficult. I have reasons for not being able to go out. That's why I'm contacting you like this.
He can't go out?
Wait, I get it. You steal people's hearts directly. That might make things difficult.
No. It's not that it works like that.
I mean, we do kind of, but there's more to it.
Extremely difficult. Hold on.
We of the Phantom Thieves don't do everything online.
I'm thinking.
It's interesting. Okay, so again, we've presumed from the very beginning that Alibaba is Futaba.
Right.
But it seems that what I'm getting from these chats, right, is that Futaba is serious about wanting her own heart stolen.
Yeah.
Because instead of threatening, like she's really bad at threatening people, which is weird for a presumed Medjed member.
Right.
So it's like she sort of does a little bit of saber rattling and then is like, okay, well, I'll try and figure something out.
Yeah.
I just think that's fascinating. What?
I'm not sure. No, an idea came to me, but I'm not quite ready to, it's still cooking.
Okay, gotcha.
Still cooking.
Okay, it's a shame, but I'm calling this deal off. Stop looking into Futaba Sakura.
Oh, no.
Forget this ever happened. I won't report you to the police either. Don't worry.
Interesting how... Oh.
Yeah?
Okay, how about this? Futaba does have a palace.
Uh-huh.
Futaba does have a horrible distortion.
Uh-huh.
Futaba, after suffering from a psychotic breakdown, as like several years ago, Sojiro Sakura then moves to LeBlanc because he used to be in a different location, right?
Right.
So he moves to LeBlanc because his daughter was like the victim of something that was probably a sensationalized incident that occurred, plastered everywhere. He tries to hide her to keep her protected from the media.
Right.
Futaba, the distortion that Futaba has developed after the mental shutdown, and is mainly the reason why she can't leave.
But if the reason that people have mental shutdowns is the reason we think it is, how can she have a palace after that?
We don't. All we know is that, or all we're assuming, is that people do have like the psychotic breakdown / mental shutdown after a metaverse inhabitant does something. What we had theorized was
killing the shadow. Yeah.
But how is that necessarily going to stop the palace from being there? Your ego may repair itself in some way, and in any case, the treasure is still there.
Hasn't every mental shutdown incident ended in death, though?
Nobody's ever said that. They haven't said it hasn't, and I'm sure that subway... The subway driver...
He would have died from the crash.
I'm sure he died, but...
Okay.
Again, all of this speculation.
Sorry for taking your time. Now, if you'll excuse me...
I mean, Futaba went to all this trouble, and then upon finding out that she would have to actually leave the house, she was like, nope, can't do it. It's all over. Don't worry, you're good. Whoa!
I said the deal's off. We're never going to speak again. Don't expect me to contact you anymore either.
Why are you doing this? Again, Alibaba has not actually been particularly threatening. It seems to me that it is a call for help.
Yeah. Whip.
And poof.
Huh? Did he just shut the whole operation down?
This doesn't make any sense. Not only can Alibaba not go out, but he won't let us meet Futaba either.
Put 2 and 2 together.
Well, it's none of our business now. We can't contact him anymore.
So maybe Futaba is Medjed, and she did all that just to give them a reason to go after Medjed?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I guess another bizarre possibility is that Alibaba is Sojiro. But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No, that can't make any sense.
Right, because if he knew that Jiro was a phantom thief, he'd be open about talking about his freaking daughter.
But what do we do about Medjed? We won't be able to get Alibaba to help us with them now.
Maybe they were just pranking us. They made that huge declaration, but they ain't done nothing since. I bet we got them freaked out.
Nice try, man. Nice try.
You mean they backed out because they're afraid we'll change their hearts?
If that were the case, then they wouldn't have challenged the thieves in the first place.
Yep. And now it'd just make them look lame if they came out and apologized.
Oh, Ryuji, if everything in the world was as simple as you made it out to be, then the world would be a much better place.
We wouldn't have this game.
But...
I guess with Alibaba and Medjed out of the picture, can we just say this case is closed?
I really just want to hang out and have fun in the summer.
That's all he wants!
You do have a point.
He just wants his summer break!
I guess it is safe for us to relax a little.
Okay.
Oh yeah, remember Kanashiro's treasure? Prepare to have your minds blown.
How much is it worth?
5,000 yen! No, it'd be way more than that.
We got 150,000 yen out of it.
Wow, that's not a big amount compared to how much we already have.
I think I spend that in like 15 minutes in the Velvet Room, but hey man, you can have it all. I don't need a share.
That's awesome! We can really go all out with that kind of money.
Yeah, that is actually quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah! Let's make up for what happened at the fireworks festival. We gotta go eat something fitting for the Phantom Thieves' worldwide debut.
Where would be good?
I mean,
where the heck would you spend that kind of cash?
Well, at a fancy restaurant. I mean, that's what that amount would really be for.
I see.
Ooh, how about sushi? I could really go for some eel too.
Oh, eel!
Oh no.
The best method is to fill yourself on ginger before beginning to eat sushi. That is my master technique.
Okay, for what though?
To eat as much as he can.
But how is the ginger gonna help with that? Mind you, I love that freaking ginger. It's delicious.
You don't need to do that this time. Actually, definitely don't do it, okay?
Oh.
I'm all for sushi. You're okay with that too, right?
It's to fill him up some because he probably doesn't get to eat very much.
Sushi's great. It's the most expensive snack food in the world.
Then it's decided.
All right, we'll go tomorrow night.
No! Yoshida! I wonder if all that MedJed business was just a prank. Now that I think about it calmly, it's strange that they haven't actually done anything yet. If their goal is to target the Phantom Thieves, they should want to be acting now, given our fame.
Huh. When you put it that way, it kind of makes me wonder too. I mean, I've said enough about this. Especially after they taunted us theatrically like that. Yes, however, it would be best for us to come up with a countermeasure regardless. For now, though, we should cautiously enjoy the sushi. That is all we can do. I need to eat. I only get about 7 meals per week. This will stretch my budget out at least an entire 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Guys.
Come on. I was thinking that too. I can't really put it into words though. I'm dumb. Yusuke is right. I'm sorry for bringing this up. On the day before a celebration party too.
Cheer up, Makoto. We'll be eating sushi like kings tomorrow. I hope one person, in particular, is on their best behavior. I'll refrain from saying who, though.
Yeah, Morgana. You better not be talking about me.